Hello everyone and welcome to weekly recap week number 2 and number 3. It has been combined for the purpose because it is the same central focus I would have had if it was just week 2 and week 3 separate videos. It is literally just me building farms. We call it all the farms. In these weekly recaps, you're going to be seeing a lot more of flashback mod and a lot more time lapse than seeing more social interaction because I had a grind to do. And remember, I got stuff to do in February and March. I got to complete, so I had to build a lot of farms. So you can see a lot more solo interaction than social interaction. If there's social interaction, it's very slim to none. Like the first part you're going to see up here is me and Mr. Jake, who you guys will see in just a moment, eventually end, and then from there it's very minimal. It's very minimal social interaction. So it's a lot of time lapse, and I hope you guys all enjoy. Oh yeah, also Mr. Audience, I'm going with Mr. Jake here. He's just a good
Salutations.
He's a good old friend of mine, and I don't think he's ever been in a video, so first time.
Yeah. It would have been terrific if the great mangrove hunt of pain and suffering was included.
I did
2.5 hours.
Yeah, I know, it's insane. I don't really care for these. This does have thorns. This does not have thorns. Ooh, that's a good diamond spear though. Oh my god, this is stupid. There you go. Get my damn launcher! There you go. Very nice. Smite, we'll take smite. Fire protection, but that protection 4 is nice. Blast protection 3, I'll take that gold for the gold farm. A mending spear. I don't know if we have mending on the other spear, but we'll definitely grab that. Fire protection 4 and leggings, extra leggings in case I ever die. I also want that iron too if I can, so I'm gonna take that. Oh, finally that's dealt with. Alright, thank goodness. There's the thorns I was looking for. Unfortunately, not what I need right there.
Wait, and what? For what?
Sure, I guess I'll take Swire Armor Trim. I mean, it's not good, but we'll take it, I guess. Of course, you just had to be a bum, bro. This is really nice though. Efficiency 5, Force 3, Mending. That's nearly the max. We just need on Breaking now. Sharpness 4 and Breaking 3. I mean, I guess that was okay. How's my spears anyways? So we have Lunge 3, Sharpness 4. This will... Knockback 3 on Breaking. Oh, we literally have the max. Because now, yeah, we have the little max spear. That's actually great. Take these brewing and potions before I die again. Boom. So one thing I desperately need is wood. I'm always out of wood. I always have... Just gonna hop over here. Well, you are not getting me, Buster. Are you still... Hello? How far is this render distance? Excuse me, what? Alright, well anyways, I guess I'll just do it out here. So one thing I always lack of is wood. In this server, I've just been lacking wood. I've always had to be going to quick trees, grab stuff, you know. So, here's what we got, right? Right here, we got this huge forest, okay? And these idiots over there as well. Okay, we got this huge forest I can just absolutely demolish with wood, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do the time lapse for week 2 and get the wood over with now so now we don't have to get later for the farms and stuff, okay? Because tomorrow, we're building like 4 farms tomorrow, so there's a lot to do tomorrow. So for right now, we're gonna do our time lapse for the weekly recap, just like that. And you guys are gonna see it from the top down view. So I'm gonna start probably around here, and you guys are gonna see all of this be gone. See this? I'll probably put the camera like right here, and you're gonna see that. I'm gonna start from back over here. I'm gonna go all the way up to here until I get a shulker box done. Because this is, by the end of this time lapse, this entire shulker box is gonna be filled with logs. And I forgot I don't have a fucking pickaxe. Shit. Well, I'm gonna start the thing now, and I'll see you guys then. I'd say that took about an hour, I'd say, but we now have an entire shulker box worth of logs. So we have 27 times 64, whatever the hell that is. I don't even know. I think it's like 2,000. So we're good for a good while now. We're good for basically what we need for each of the farms we'll be making over the weekend. But this is the final look. Oh yeah, I know. Look at. Yo, can y'all leave me alone? Oh my gosh, these guys are just never leave me alone, sir. So yeah, so from up here all the way down to like here, there was literally full logs, and I removed all of it. Yeah, I know, leaf leaders on the ground. I'll have to do it in my own time, but next time I have to get more wood here, I'm gonna creepily, slowly start working my way up the mountain. Once I get up to here and I take off all this half, I will come back for the leaf litter and deal with that because I just don't care for it right now. I'm not probably gonna. I might use this area. I'm unsure. Maybe for a future project, maybe some type of side project by the stadium base. I could do it over here, but for right now, it's perfectly fine. We got what we needed, which was 27 stacks of logs, which should be perfectly enough for what I need. Ah! Good, I haven't been here before. Hey, I got you a little gift.
This is Josh's face. Thank you. Oh my god! Why? Ninja Nose just gave me a shulker box full of leaf litter. Did you see? Yes, dude. There is a shulker box that is completely full of leaf litter.
Wait, you gotta pick it up. You gotta see what the name of it is.
It's gonna crash my game, dude.
No. Look what the name of the shulker box is.
Shit box. It is called the shit box.
Hello ninjas, welcome to the weekly time-lapse where I talk about the upcoming video on Friday and you guys listen to me. So while I build the cactus farm, let's talk. So this upcoming Friday, I'm going to do a video that kind of inspired me actually from last time's weekly recap whenever I got Frostwalker. I was talking to a name and I was like, I should make a video on this. I really should. It's a video like kind of wanted to make for a good while now, and I feel like I have these supporting arguments to actually make it. So we're talking about Frostwalker, the enchantment that people undeniably underuse over Soul Speed 3. I'm going to explain to you guys why it's better than Soul Speed 3, what uses it has over Soul Speed 3, and why Soul Speed 3 is the niche use, and people just forget that Frostwalker actually has underrated uses that people just realize. Like, why are you using a boat whenever you could just use Frostwalker and just go straight down the line? You don't have to look, you don't have to turn left, right, center, and etc. like that. It is so many reasons I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the monuments, I'm going to talk about magma blocks, I'm going to talk about it all. Alright, so buckle in, it's going to be a great video. I said I was going to show you guys the cactus farm and what specifically you need. You know what you specifically need? There's a lot of spoilers over here, but to be honest, I don't really care. You guys are going to see it later on in the video. So this is what you need for the cactus farm. You need 12 cactus, 20 chests, 17 oak fences, 8 carpets, 4 water buckets, 12 sand, 5 furnaces, and 28 hoppers. Now, I do want to note something real quick. So for the fences, you don't really need this part specifically right here, because like the thing about it is like if you oh, I forgot about the string. I actually forgot. Hang on. So for the carpet thing, you don't really need this. Honestly, you could probably just put like a slab down right here and be fine with it. I just have it with carpets on the fence because in case you come back from AFK and there's like an extra cactus or two you want to pick up, you can just go like this. Oh, right. Sorry, there you go. You can just go like this. It'll be easily enough. Do note there is going to be a little blockade right here with this. If it happens, it's fine. You remember, you don't need that much green dye in your life. If you do need a lot of green dye in your life, you could probably push this back one, and fix everything like it. And then the next thing is, in terms of hoppers, I mean, in reality, you probably don't need these 8 right here, where it shows the 2, 2, 2, 2. I have them there just in case if the cactus like slides right or slides left. So that way, that way it at least gets picked up by the hopper. You probably only need like probably this bottom row here, so you can probably move 4 from the 28 hoppers you need in here. And then in terms of the furnace stuff, have the hopper stuff, you could probably make this more easier by doing like 1 hopper, but it's always nice to do it just in case like this. The stairs are not required. I just have this look pretty, you don't really need it, especially if you're making it over water. So, And lastly, for the fuel, I would recommend any of these specifics. My top recommendation would be logs, because you won't have to because overnight, if you're doing it for like 6 hours, you don't have to worry about replacing them. Whereas like oak planks and like coal blocks and these, you probably will have to replace them. I do not recommend lava buckets. I tried it with lava buckets, and the issue was that because of the hopper, where you put it into here, specifically, the hopper is going to take that bucket after it's been used by lava, and then it will only use like 5 of it instead of the 100. So my suggestion for you guys, either go out of your way to get dry kelp blocks because it is the best furnace fuel, or do blocks of coal or oak log or any type of log, because I think those three are the easiest. Again, not to mention logs, you probably take like maybe 5 minutes to get a stack of, so it would take you only like a half hour to fuel it, and you won't have to worry about keep refueling it over and over again. So yeah, that's how I make the farm, and there's the ingredients. I'll give you guys a moment to look at it. Alright, there you go. And now let's continue on the video.
Viewers, I have returned. Yes, I have. I have got the cactus farm up. As you guys can see, it's working down there. And I've also moved the sugarcane farm. I know it's a little bit trashy compared to the one we had at the home, but hey, as long as it works, it works. It doesn't have to be the most prettiest thing you've ever seen. I can always go change the blocking after. All right. And also, yeah, I know it's not the exact railings. You know, this has way more than the other one, but hey, as long as it works, it works. So now my next thing is that, well, yes, everyone, you are indeed correct. I have completed my first farm, and let me go to dispatch mode. Oh god, wait, this is the wrong side. And yes, I know, that timer up there, right up there, that thing up there, I know, it's daunting. I get that. That's like 2 o'clock right now. I'm supposed to get this done by in like 10 hours. But it's okay. We're gonna go get the hardest one dealt with, which is the iron farm. So I'm gonna go handle that in the farm testing world. I'm gonna find out that I'm gonna be hopefully good at making farms. This will be my most difficult one as of this moment until tomorrow. So I believe myself. As long as you do, I will be fine. Now let me go handle that. Goodbye, goodbye, my viewers. Goodbye. We're back in my good old farm testing world, as you guys know. Don't worry about that nether thing. I was just doing stuff with that. Anyways, so I had to learn how to use the crafter thing. I got to figure out. So the observer reads the crafter, okay? It reads the crafter and then sends a 9 signal tick to the crafter, okay? The hopper drops down and allows 9 iron ingots to drop in and makes the block of iron. The tick takes 9 seconds to come on through, and then it makes the iron blocks. That's one down. Now I need to go do the other one for the poppies. Make you gotta remember with the poppies, you only need 1 slot, so I had to just remove all 8 to make the red dye. And it's a very simple system. It's not like the other one over here where you need 9 ticks in order to make the full iron block, because you need all 9 spaces. You just need to have a 1 redstone. I just have it at 3 ticks. Now it's not as fast as it needs to be. It just needs to be pretty decent, and that's exactly what it is. Now also should note, this, whatever I make with the iron, I need to make sure that as long as there's 9 iron ingots in there or 0, it can be on. Because in this case, there's 1 here. If I turn it on, here's what happens. You can see it starts stacking between the 2. So like, let's say if I click stop and I put in, let's say I put in, we'll put in 3 for example, then it's gonna start bugging. It's gonna start bugging. Because it's gonna start to get used to everything, you know. Because trust me when I say this, I actually made iron bars on accident. All right, leave me alone, guys. All right, so now since we got the redstone auto crafters done, we got the poppies and the red dyes, and we got the iron and iron blocks, we now need to make a copper golem system. Because for me to do this, I need to go ahead and split them into 2, right? Because after you get the iron ingots and the red and the poppies, I need to put them into their own chests for this to happen. So I need 2 copper golems. One's to pick up the iron ingots, the other one's to pick up the roses. These pesky boys are... Oh, God, they're just annoying, bro. I was so confused as to why this wasn't working or anything. Turns out you need to have a regular chest, not a copper chest. And this entire time I was like, why is this not working everything? I thought it was some of the chests over here. Like, look at this. But, bro, like... I put slabs and stuff to block up the chest here. I thought they could see it, but really, in reality, you just need regular chests. So now we got the auto crafting done. We got the collection. We got the sorting done. Now we got to make the actual iron farm. So I was gonna do 6 packs or 8 packs, but I figured I probably shouldn't because probably don't need to be honest. So as you guys can see, in these 4 quadrants, we have packs of 6 villagers. There's no zombie because Mr. Anthony informed me that, because he made an iron farm on his own with the tutorial, and I didn't even know, and he didn't even know, you can actually just make an iron farm without even the need of a zombie. So that makes my life way more easier. So I figured, okay, well, let me take a little bit, let me yoink some of that from that tutorial and actually do this to make things more easier. So in these quadrants, we have 6 villagers, 6 beds, and just 1 line across for them to actually get through and everything. You need to put slabs on top in order for it to work and everything. I just did it out of wood, oak planks, glass, and slabs. I thought the glass is like, hey, maybe you guys should watch your own iron golems die. So when an iron golem spawns, they will spawn to this 3 quadrant, one of these 3 quadrants, and it will fall down to this lava system. I don't know if it will show, but let's just see if it does. It's gonna be really awkward for Dills. Ah, here we go. So you guys can see they all spawn, and maybe like Dills, you know, they're kind of stuck. They're kind of stuck. Well, you're gonna be okay. All right, it's gonna be okay. Remember, I'm not trying to make it as effectively as possible. What the hell? As long as it works, it's perfectly fine. So eventually they'll get unstuck because their hitboxes are so big. I don't get these people. There you go. See? He's falling down. See? Like I said, they eventually will fall. So he'll fall down to this lava system here. You guys can see. He'll burn from the lava, and obviously you need to use signs here so now we can actually stop them from doing so. So they don't. That way the lava doesn't drip down and we make, you know, such. Now, I was having issues with this specifically because I was trying to do trapdoors and such, so that way the golems doesn't fall right down and stays in the water, and I had to go and kill on my own. So I couldn't do trapdoors because, you know, the items would stop right there, and then whenever the item drops, it's gonna stack on top of that until it gets to full stack. So I didn't want that. So I then tried fences, but that didn't work because it would burn right here. I also tried doing multiple lava systems like there, but then my cousin said it was probably more better if I just did this. And then I came with the idea of, wait a minute, cobwebs are available. Because the cobwebs hold the iron golem long enough to where it dies, and then even if the items fall off, it will come out just in time before it can get despawned, basically. As you guys can see right here. Let me show you. So you see this iron golem dying? Very nice, right? Yes, the good old burning. So just wait for him to die. There you go. And I don't even know if you can see the items. As you can see, the items are in the cobweb. But remember, it slowly drops down. So you just have to wait a couple seconds. And just like that, it will fall down. Wait, almost there. There you go. It will drop down into this chest right here. This chest is being retrieved by 2 copper golems. These 2 copper golems will then look at each chest and place the poppies in their individual chest and the iron ingots. Then we have a good old crafter system down here where it will automatically auto-craft it into iron blocks, which for some reason it's not like that. Let me fix that. There you go. It will automatically craft into iron blocks when I flick this lever. Well, twice. Oh no, just once. You guys can see it's being auto-crafted and the iron is being taken from down here into this specific system. Now it's on a 9-second tick because if I made it 3-second tick, it would only be making weighted pressure plates or iron nuggets, and that was an issue I was having. So this has to be on a basic slow system, but it's slow enough to where the copper golems will realize what is the iron here, and then just like that, it will automatically turn into blocks of iron, which is what I wanted. Now I'll probably make this a double chest as well. Like, no, honestly, I'll probably just make this double chest as well. Same goes with this. Now, what if I told you I was making this for the poppies? Yep, you heard that right. I'm making this for the red dye. But the iron is always nice to have because you never know. So, the other half is the poppies. They'll be turned into here, into automatic red dye, so you guys can see here. So, if we flick it on, ba-boom, it will automatically craft it into the good old system of here. And because of how fast it is, because of how it's a slow system, but it's good enough, you know, because we don't need to make it super fast. You see, I have it on a 3-second tick. If I want to make it a little more faster, I can always do 1 second, which would be way more quicker, as you can see. But I like it on a nice little slow tick, you know, on a slow tick system. So now that I've built it, you guys see it. It works very well. I need to go get these supplies in the server and go ahead and build this. And honestly, we're pressed for time here. I think it's like 5 o'clock, and I have like 7 hours remaining, so I better build this quick and go work on the freaking gunpowder and carrot farm. I'll probably do gunpowder farm next, because that will probably take a little more longer than the carrot farm, Because I know Camp Farm wouldn't be so bad. Alright. Now you guys have seen it. I know how to make it. Let's go ahead and head to the server, and let's do a quick little flashback replay of the time-lapse server. As you guys know, with every single farm, I give you guys the ingredients. Yes, I need to give you guys the ingredients for the cactus farm. I will do that later. I need to focus right now. So like Tuesday, I'll give you guys the ingredients for the cactus farm. Do not worry. So, yes, I know, it doesn't fit a double chest. Listen, it's because of these stupid beds. These freaking beds, bro. Now, I will say, with the beds, right? You can do it with 5, alright? You don't have to do it with 6 like me. I just like to do 6 because it's just an even number and I always like it. So if you really want to, you can really remove 4 of these beds and then replace the glass that's in here and push it back in here if you'd like to. So technically, yes, it can fit a full-on double chest, but that's really up to you. It's just 2 extra spots. I'm usually doing this much. Now, I also want to note, you don't only have to do cobwebs. If you want to do trapdoors, you can. Just note, though, that it will get stuck most of the time, so you won't have as consistent as how I have it, for example. And you're gonna need a ton of slabs. That's because you need those 3 slabs up there, and you need the slabs up there, there, and all around here. And just remember, if they get stuck, they're gonna eventually get unstuck. You're gonna be okay. Like I said, cobwebs, you're gonna need 24 villagers, so enjoy the breeder process. Make sure you have 2 crafters, hoppers, and redstone, and make sure these are away from water, so that way that doesn't actually mess up your system. And I have it at 16 chests, but you really only need 8, because like 2, 4, 6, 8, you only need that. But if you're running it overnight, I'd advise you to then increase your hopper count and chest count. So like, for example, if you want to do this, like, it's perfectly fine. Like, you can grab this and this, and then pluck it down some more and do, like, if you want to do another double chest for iron blocks, for example, you can do that and then just hop right back up. Like, that's fine if you want to do that. I'm just giving you extra options just in case. So you just have to increase your hopper count and your chest count. 2 copper chests is for the copper golems, which you'll need honeycombs so that way they don't oxidize, because then you'll have to get yourself an axe and deal with that type of stuff. Like I said, redstone, Peter, and everything. Make sure you have signs. It doesn't matter if it's birch or whatnot, but the signs need to go right here so that way that the iron golems cannot fall all the way down and you have to kill them on your own. That's why the cobwebs are there, guys. And lastly, make sure you guys have your 24 beds and the glass. You don't really need to have glass. You could just say, screw you, villagers, and you guys aren't going to be able to see the outside world. I just like to have them have pure torture, because why the hell not? Also, yes, there's also, I like to note one more thing before I go put it on the server. There was a cat. Cats can spawn, but to be fair, just don't worry about them. They're not going to affect anything. I just have a 1 block on the outside and everything with these, because that way they can actually freely move around and nothing ever happens. And lastly, torches. Make sure there's a couple torches in there, you know, just in case, you know, you're going to be torturing them anyways, so make sure there's a little bit of light for them to see. And if you want to have a little more, like, sometimes these copper guys are going to get stuck in the corner. Like that's fine, you know, just give it a good old meh. But that's why I gave them 2 lines, because that way they can get out of the, their way specifically, because they can just get on through and everything. So, yeah, if you see copper golems get stuck, just give them a good old puncher, and I think you'll be okay. And if anything, you could throw some splash posts of healing on them, like this. Why? Dude, these guys love getting shoved in the wrong way. There you go. I don't really know how they're going to work with that, but I'm going to real quick, before I put in the server, I just want to make sure these guys don't get stuck for so many times. So let me go ahead and increase tick rate, and then we'll begin. Okay, so yeah, so I literally pulled it up for like 30 seconds on 2000 rate. These guys are going to be perfectly fine. Also, I should probably renote, for the honeycomb, you probably should get 4, so now you can just keep it forever non-oxidized with the copper chest. But besides that, that's basically how you make this farm. So now what I need to go do is build a server, which I don't know how long it's going to take. It might take a bit to get all this stuff. 6, 3, 20. Yeah, so I'm going to get a lot of these stuff, so I'm going to go work on that now, and then I'll be right back. Real quick. Alright, in these 3 shoulders, I got the stuff. It's also 9 o'clock, so clearly I cannot make Gunpowder farm or a carrot farm today. So that, you know, that's okay. We had some fun anyways. And yeah, it took me a while to make it, but that's okay. I also got a name to help me, so let's do this!
I'm gonna show you guys off the carrot farm because Dills here was very, very low. Like I mean, like you could barely even hear me. So I'm gonna show you guys this right here, right now. And volume's off, so it'll be fine. Okay, so let me explain here the very simple thing. Okay, so in here is supposed to be a villager. It's odd. There you go. So right here's a villager. He becomes a farmer, right? Basically, what you have here is a very nice and is this the ingredients for the carrot farm? Sweet. Anyways, so right here you have a very simple farmer, right? He picks up the carrots, and what he'll do is he'll obviously gives the villagers to start breeding. But instead, you manipulate it to where he actually throws into the hopper minecart, which will then drop into the hopper here, and then give it to the chest, and you get the carrots. Now I ain't gonna lie to myself, I didn't know how the hell this carrot stuff worked, so I had to look up online, kind of like a reference sheet of how to do it. So I took that and I just kind of borrowed it, and I kind of just like built it like this. But you know, the difference here is that I only did it with one. You could probably add a second one if you really wanted to, right here, because then you could just put another hop minecart right here. And also, not to mention, like, you can make this way more larger. You don't need to have these water holes in the corners. Like, you know, that's just something for me personally. And if I go to free cam right here, there's a composter right here. I tried to do this like underground system at first to try and see if there was a way like where he could throw into the composter and then he could like get dispensed under here. I tried that, it didn't work. So I just figured I might as well just yoink it and just try and redesign it for myself. So in here is the ingredients for it. You're gonna need 5 water buckets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one that's right on, well, not really 5th under, that's right there, but you guys get the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one right under, just in case. Then you would need trapdoors. Any type of color could be fine, doesn't really matter. I just did birch because, you know, I like to annoy people in the comments section about birch because birch is underrated wood and people hate it for some reason. Don't know why. So you put them in the 4 corners and right there, and then make sure you put 2 trapdoors here as well for those 2, so that they don't, you know, so they don't give it to each other. So you're gonna need a composter, obviously. You're gonna need 2 villagers, a rail, but then you're gonna break it anyway, so it's no big deal. You're gonna need carrots, or you can do potatoes, wheat, you know, etc. Any of them are fine in there. And then you're gonna need farmland, aka just literally just to hoe and soil it. Glass, you could do without glass, honestly, but I usually like seeing their torturedness. You're gonna need chests and hoppers, and then also I want to note is for the work table over here, you don't have to do a smithing table. I just had the iron and I figured I might as well. So, you know, just make sure you have the villager right there and then do that, and then have the hoppers and stuff, and then you'll be all good to go.
Hello everyone! Yeah, I didn't show you the makings of the Gunpowder farm, but I did flashback record it, so you guys get to see the build of me doing it, and future Dills will voice over what I was trying to do here. So, I just ran it for 3 in-game Minecraft days, which is 1 hour. So, let's look at the rates we got. I think this is the right chest. Let's look. Oh, these are not the chests. Yeah, these are not the chests. Okay, these are the chests. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, stack of 32. Actually, wait, we're gonna collect these. Just realized. So I'm trying to perfectly match it to what I get in my sugarcane farm. Wow, that is impressive. Wow. So in the span of 1 hour, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks and 40. That's pretty good. And mind you, that's with 6 snowmen. 6 snowmen on a pretty tiny field. You could probably expand it. I made it with the 6 snowmen because, you know, I'm borrowing this off of Mr. Mumbo Jumbo's idea of the farm because I watched his Hermitcraft video and I was like, oh, I should probably do that for mine. So I'm gonna put the video he had of it in the description down below and the timestamp of when he made it. So his credit goes to him. I took the inspiration of his farm. The only thing I changed was so I used regular blocks, trapdoors, everything. I did 6 snowman instead of his 4, and what I did instead was obviously use oak planks, and I did a multiple minecart with hopper system than his only 2 that he has. And then not to mention, I put trapdoors up here so that way that the creepers don't fall down, and then I added these, and I made it about 2 blocks wide so that way that they could actually get to them. So, you know, I did a couple tweaks in this farm, but do go follow his channel. He's a very good redstone creator. But the basic premise of it is the creepers spawn, the snow golems hit them, they'll fall down the wither roses, and then it gets collected by this hopper minecart system. Now, I'm at wide 150, so that would mean that every time I go AFK, I would get 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5.5 stacks per hour. So, you times that by 30, you times that by 6 hours, that is 30 stacks of gunpowder! 30! 30 stacks of gunpowder! You know how many it takes for my sugarcane to get 6 stacks? Almost! About 12 hours for 9 stacks. So I would have to go ahead to match this with my gunpowder thing. I would have to go ahead and go double up my sugarcane farm by making 2 more of those over again. Which I might do, I might not, but this is what I needed, okay? And in case if I ever needed to expand this, because remember, if I'm going AFK, this is how much I'm getting. So, you gotta remember that you can't be looking up here with the good old snow golems, because, you know, it will actually decrease the rate of the farm, so you have to be up. So, you know, I went up to like 150, but that also might impact the other farm, so I might need to put this far away. And I might also need to put a chunk loader, which is something I thought I did not need, but I might need now. But we'll see.
So recording. Hello everyone, please ignore the fan. I'm not turning it off because I just don't care. Here are the ingredients for the creeper farm. I like to note not everything is precise. It has a little bit extra because I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty annoyed at trying to do this because I should have done this before I made the creeper farm, but you know, of course I was being completely lazy and decided not to, so this should be about enough to make the creeper farm. So here's a couple notes for myself. Number 1, you don't really need 6 snow golems. If you can probably do it with 4, honestly, I think you'd be perfectly fine. You could probably do it with 8 if you'd like to. You could probably just do it with 2. I like to do 6, so now you can honestly surround everywhere and see everything. The wither roses might be a little bit annoying though, so you can do it still campfires. Just make sure it's a lot more elevated for the thing, because I have it very low to the ground where the water is. So you know, just take that into account. I forgot about the minecart hoppers. Hang on, gamers. You also need 5 minecarts with hoppers. Hang on. 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So you don't really. So for the minecart stuff, you don't really need 5. You know, honestly, all you really need is just 2, because with the actually no. You do need all. You can really probably do this with just 4 hopper minecarts instead of 5, because you can just have one that goes back and forth on the horizontal line, and then on the vertical line, and then for the horizontal line, you can probably just have like 2 going left and right. So you only need 5, and you don't need a system where I have it going up and down, because the big middle is just, you know, stacked, where you just have the snow golems. I also want to note for the slabs and the trapdoors, the slabs are going to put on top of it and above these snow golems. So now you can just easily hit them, you know, make sure there's solid blocks and everything. You can have the exact same for the oak planks and the stone. You can choose either one. You can do one specific block. I just use stones, that way it looks a little more prettier. For the trapdoors, make sure there's trapdoors on the entire line, because that's only how creepers can spawn. And make sure you have carpets kind of like this, basically. So I have it in a 3x3 line, so you would want to do this. So now that no spiders spawn. And if there's like a point where you kind of need to like turn like this, just do this. Because yes, it's going to lower it down by a slight, but honestly, it's no big deal with that regard. And lastly is make sure you have grass blocks, because you gotta put down the... What the hell? Well, that just happened. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so like I said, make sure you have the oak slabs and everything like that. And make sure you put fences where the snow golems are, because of the reasoning that you need to block off the snow golems from either hitting each other or from falling off. Now, so first things first, there is going to be a little bit of light, but if you look at it from right here, like the light is 4 to 3, and up here is 0. They're going to be perfectly fine. Number 2, don't build this line of blocks right here, because then it gets too close to the snow golems to explode. That happened twice later on in this video, okay? Yeah, it happened twice. So please make sure you don't do that. And like I said, with this instance where like it was a little bit off, you just put in the middle, that'd be no big deal. Make sure trapdoors are like this, because now way that the creepers can't obviously fall down and you get screwed. Okay, and if you're gonna get bats, by the way, so you guys can see. Listen, bats are fine. It is what it is. If you can kill them, you can. It is what it is. Now, one last thing I want to note for this creeper farm thing is the snow golems are well, for me actually, the snow golems might die here and there. If they do, just grab yourself a couple snow blocks, you're gonna be perfectly fine. Like for in this instance, since it blew up multiple times, I don't have the wither roses, so I have to go ahead and keep replacing these guys, but you'll be perfectly fine. Just put the trapdoors in this front side here, and then you'll be good to go. Alright, and there's the ingredients of the creeper farm. Goodbye. Hello, my ninjas. I had to wait for my roommate to leave so I can make so I can work on my YouTube video. But for right now, I have made the gold farm while I had the extra time. So here's the ingredients you need to make for one module. Okay. All right. Just so the notes. All right. This is one module. Okay. I also added the magma blocks you need to connect these two because sometimes the pigments won't go for this one, but they'll instead go for that one. There's sometimes where that scenario might happen, so it is okay to have this right in the middle, okay, everyone? Just so everyone knows, alright? So sometimes that scenario might happen, which is completely okay. See here? Alright. So this is what you basically do, right? You have the trollocs, you can do it with one or you can do it with two, it doesn't really matter. I put it for 4 because it works regardless. Alright, you put the trapdoors here, they're gonna be like, oh, the thing is available. They'll drop down here, they'll die, and the hopper system will pick up a specific goal. Now this is really high up, this is at 225, so don't do what I did, alright? Do the bare minimum you need to do. Okay, so I looked it up. I had to do some looking up things on Reddit and such just to make sure I know what I'm doing. You have to have at least 64 blocks up. So have this specific thing right here. All right. Now have this specific thing here being built above 23 blocks after Y192 because it takes 21 blocks for the zombified pigmen to die from fall damage. So just go 2 blocks up just in case you have those scenarios where you have, like, because there's a couple scenarios where you might have a pig just spawn down here and you'll be like, oh, what am I supposed to do? And you won't be able to like change them back. They're just gonna stay right there and it's gonna affect the other mobs. So go 2 blocks up. If you need to go to 20, if you need to do 1 block lower or 1 block higher, just do that, okay? And then you're gonna build this 5 out, okay? So look, right, because you have a 9 out here, because they're gonna jump and die, right? So you're gonna have it out in 9 blocks around, and you go by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out wide and diagonal, and that'll make you the basic shape of 169 blocks plus some. So honestly, you need just about this much. About 3 stacks and 16 worth of mag blocks. So this is what happens when you make 21. And then you need the hoppers for down here. I did 2 first, now that you can just put the chest right here and you just go around the slabs. But speaking of, you will need 30 slabs to do the round port. I did the exacto math for glass. You're gonna need 69 glass. Nice. For if you're gonna do a 23. If you're gonna do a 24. Then add an extra 3 pieces of glass for each 4 cylinders. So it would be 64 and 8, 64 and 8, 64 and 8, etc. You need 12 chests because you're going to play this, and plus you can just go around and sneak on through with this if you never need to and everything. And then lastly, you just need the trapdoors, like I said, to fill that up, and the crimson slabs. To make the connectors, okay, you're gonna need, it's about 10 blocks. It's about 10 blocks. Why does that look uneven? It's because I did the wrong specific too. Hang on, let's make this look a little more prettier. I think 3 does make sense. Not thinking about it. I think thinking about it now, that 3 does make sense because now it's perfect. There you go. Alright, so actually, since I just did that, we need to add 3 more blocks to the magma, so let me do that real quick. There you go. So now it's 3 stacks of 19. And then for the slab specifically, to go from here to here, you want to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, basically 12 blocks from here to there for to make the module. So I'll add that in. I would advise to do one of the nether forest things because now we want to deal with it burning from like a gas or such. So I would advise you just do that. And then from there, you basically have it done. You have enough you need. You have the 12 blocks you need. It's about 3 wide, so you would need about 36 slabs to do the diagonal on the module, or you can just do 1 mow. It doesn't really matter. But that's how I need to go for myself. Now, I'm not making this day on Thursday because I have another one sweet to go ahead and complete. So I'm going to go work on that, and then we'll go ahead and build it in the server sometime this weekend. Okay, goodbye. Hang on. I had this literally on. There we go. Raspberry. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. That makes it 246. Now, if I get the notification of someone subscribing, I will subscribe, but if I don't, then I'm going to kind of take guesses for it. This will be relocated to where my mega base, or my main base of operations will be, which is sometime this summer. I'll be working on it. So I will find that sometime soon, but for right now, I'm just working on my college work and getting the resources for both the creeper farm and the good old gold farm. As you can see, these resources here and here, I'm getting this stuff with the creeper farm, which while I go ahead and do that, Dills is going to tell you how to make the creeper farm and the specific necessity for it, as well as the cactus farm, because I did promise you guys that. So those two we built. I don't know specifically about the wither skeleton farm and the squid farm. Those are still a work in progress, and the bartering farm is also another issue too, but it shouldn't be that bad of an idea, because this is what week 3 was, which was complete star base, but in reality it's just get more farms done, because that's kind of like the thing about it. So, you know, yeah. Alright, go back. Returned. It's about 3 o'clock right now. It took me a few hours, but I have completed the gold farm. So a few changes have happened. Number 1, this looks a lot more cleaner, as you guys can see. It feels perfectly rectangular, so you know everything's set right there. Secondly, ensure there's no block on top of the trapdoors, because if there's a block on top of the trapdoors, then they will not be able to see it. Because you see, you know, Third of all, you don't really need 4 turtle eggs in one. You just in one specific module. You just need 1. That's really all you need. And looks like they can't see me, so you know. And make sure you have a specific AFK spot at the max height here, because like here I have it at 216 basically. And yeah, because they're gonna keep spawning some of these. Sometimes the magma cube spawn, but you know what? Honestly, that's fine. But you can see that it clearly is working between all 5 of these. Now, if you want to, you can connect the 4 hoppers in the main module to connect to 1 double chest. I just don't mind this because I can just look through each one, you know. And lastly is the slab stuff. I did way less than what you need. Sometime tomorrow, aka Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever I'm editing this video, I'll have like a cut to my recording world to where I can show you guys off like what the gold nugget stuff is. But for right now, what we have here is extremely good. I'm very happy with how well I made this. This is a great system. I love it. And yes, there's gonna be a lot of gas that's gonna spawn and everything, but as long as you're hidden and they can't physically see you, you should be fine. Like here, I'm literally 1 block away from the max height because max height's 255, and I'm at 253. That's just because I want to have a glass dome little sphere, you know. So like I said, as long as you have it like this, there'll be the sea. That gives boom. Look at that, just you can see 4 just spawn. So yeah, I need to go do something first for college-wise, and then I'll come back and finish the gold bartering farm for today. And like I said, magma cubes are going to spawn, but that is completely okay. Alright, let me go do my stuff. Go in group chat. Alright, everyone, I wasn't supposed to be recording right now. I was trying to figure out the thing over here, and then we found like literally one of the rarest things in the game. We found the zombie nautilus. Yes!
Oh. Yes! Now let me get on, bro.
Oh, let's go! The rare zombie nautilus has been obtained! We gotta find a home for this.
Let me see that thing.
Here. Alright, where's the... Oh, God, the cemetery. Okay, hang on. Oh, wow, wow. Wow, that's actually really efficient. It's like I literally feel like I'm just mining in the regular overworld.
I'm gonna drown. Oh, I just got mad height. If you time it right, you can like jump while you're out of the water.
Once we can get a second one of these, you can breathe. So
Bro, did you see that one?
I know. Woohoo! I'll change it right now while I'm making this edit. So I just had it overnight, like as normal, 11 to 8. Oh my god. That's a little final damage. So that gas isn't trying to hit me while I'm doing this. I hope he does. I might need to kill it, but I hope not. But let's see. Yes! 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 Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh yeah, baby. Oh my. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, we have a double chest full. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh yeah. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. Let's go, baby. Whoa. Oh, hit that. It's fine. Wait, we're gonna need to kill him. Okay, hang on. We need to kill him. Oh my frick. Wait, no, get the lunch beer. Oh, what a kill. But yeah, clearly what we saw here is we have the money. I mean, my god, guys, look at this. Oh, yeah. Dills, future Dills, who's editing this video right now, either today or tomorrow, I don't know. Pull out the Vince McMahon gif of him smelling that money, baby. I got a better idea. Oh, I love making edits. Oh, I love doing YouTube, bro. I just had the Shane McMahon entrance theme playing over Vince McMahon's gif of the money while throwing out gold nuggets in a game of Minecraft. I love this. I love doing YouTube. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I love it so much. Well, anyways, I'm gonna cut off Dylan here because he talked too much about the outro of this. So yeah, let's go make this quick because this is nearly an hour of a video. So here is the start of the bartering farm. Okay, this is what I have for right now. Okay, so I have the 15 chats, I have all this stuff set up, you know. And yeah, so basically once I get it set up, then I will show you guys the build foundations of it. Just for right now, I'm not going to show it. I'm going to leave that for next week's thing, which by the way, so I was originally going to call it preparations, but I'm going to do more of a social thing because I haven't really been doing that a lot throughout it, and you guys haven't really seen what everyone else has been building. So I'm going to be going for the weekend. Okay, I'm going to be going for the weekend, so there won't be any Minecraft stuff during then. When I come back on Monday, okay, that's basically the only thing you guys are going to be seeing for week 4's thing, okay? It's going to be mainly a social thing. We're going to take a world tour around the area, and we're going to show off each people's bases and, you know, what specifically they built. So that should be, you know, a little bit fun. So like I said, and then we're probably going to be building probably either the squid farm or the flower farm for week 4. So I'm going to call it more of like a social, probably like social experiment or world tour for January because, you know, we're getting that, you know, over that far in. And I'll probably also build the gold farm, or I'm sorry, the carrot shop as well. So there's not too much I'm going to do for Monday because the reason that, you know, I'm not going to have too much time. But after that for week 5, we're going to have a lot more to be done. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the farms I need to do. I'm going to start building. I need to start building the stadium stuff. And while I build the last of the farms, I'll explain to you what I'm doing in terms of stadium stuff. So we're getting closer to the end of preparations where we build the farms we all need. That way I need for the projects later on down the line. So now we're basically at the moment where, hey, we're getting somewhere. And also last thing is I added a mod where I get access to every single cape. It's been added, so that's why you guys saw the purple cape from the back, because I did not know it just straight up just changed the cape for the previous things. This was like yesterday I put this, so I'm shocked that it actually did that. Alright, but anyways, thank you all for watching all the farms. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I don't have an outro screen yet, so why don't we... How do I make the outro screen? I'm trying to think. How would one make the outro screen for this video? I got an idea. Actually, I don't have an idea. Future deals will deal with the outro screen later. Okay, anyways. Thank you all for watching the weekly recaps. On Friday, I have the Frostwalker video like I explained earlier. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, you know, do the usual stuff. Go check out the people that have credit for it in the outro, and check out the description for more links. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on Friday. Peace.